Welcome back to another episode of Explore Taiwan, the podcast where we explore the most beautiful corners of Taiwan and help you improve your English at the same time. I'm your host, Alex.
And I'm Sophia. Hello, everyone. Whether you are an English learner here in Asia or someone listening from across the world who wants to discover the hidden gems of Taiwan, we are so incredibly happy to have you with us today.
Oh, absolutely. And honestly, Sophia, today's topic, because we are talking about one of my absolute favorite places in the entire country. We are heading up into the mountains.
Oh, let me guess. Are we talking about the Central Mountain Range?
You got it. We are discussing a perfect, packed, 2-day, 1-night itinerary for Qingjing Farm and Hehuanshan.
Wow, 2 days and 1 night? You know, Alex, a lot of people actually ask me about this. They always wonder, is 2 days and 1 night really enough time to see both Qingjing and Hehuanshan? It feels like a lot of traveling for just 2 days.
Well, honestly, it is totally doable. It's a classic weekend getaway. The key thing to understand here is the geography. Qingjing Farm is at about 1,700 to 2,000 meters above sea level, and Hehuanshan is higher up, over 3,000 meters. But the driving distance between them is only about 40 to 50 minutes, depending on traffic and where exactly you are stopping. So, if you stay overnight in Qingjing, you are already halfway up the mountain. It makes the whole trip super smooth.
Ah, I see. That makes so much sense. So, you use Qingjing as your base camp, right? By the way, listeners, base camp is a great vocabulary word. It means a main camp or a starting point from which an activity, like mountain climbing, is supported. So, Qingjing is our base camp.
Exactly. It's the perfect base camp. Now, today, we are going to break down 2 different plans for this trip. Option A is the ultimate sunrise itinerary, which is what most people do because it's the smoothest. And option B is the winter snow watching itinerary, which is beautiful but requires a bit more luck and planning.
Ooh, snow in Taiwan. That always surprises my foreign friends. They think Taiwan is just a tropical island with beaches and boba tea.
Right? But we actually have high mountains that get real snow. Anyway, let's dive right into option A, the sunrise itinerary. Imagine it's day 1, and you are starting your journey. You want to aim to arrive at Qingjing Farm around noon or early afternoon.
Yeah, because if you get there around lunchtime, you can immediately start enjoying the beautiful scenery. And the absolute must-do activity at Qingjing Farm is walk.
Oh, definitely. The green grasslands. It feels like you've been transported straight to the hills of New Zealand or Scotland. It's just rolling green hills and lots of fluffy residents.
Fluffy residents? Oh, you mean the sheep?
Yes, the sheep. They are everywhere. And if you go on a weekend or a public holiday, you can catch the famous sheep show. It's super fun. A professional shepherd demonstrates how they herd the sheep, and there's even a sheep shearing performance.
Wait, herd? How do you spell that, Alex? Is it like, I heard a sound?
Ah, good catch. It sounds exactly the same, but it's spelled H-E-R-D. To herd means to move or gather animals together. So, a shepherd herds the sheep. And if you visit on a weekday when there's no sheep show, don't worry. They usually have an equestrian show instead.
Equestrian? Wow, that's a fancy word.
Haha, yeah, it just means relating to horse riding. An equestrian show features incredible acrobatic tricks performed on horses. It's really impressive to watch.
So, whether it's sheep or horses, you're covered. Now, after spending the afternoon taking photos with the sheep and walking along the wooden trails, what's next for late afternoon, Alex?
Well, as the sun starts to go down, you should definitely head over to the small Swiss garden or take a stroll along the sunset trail. The mountain views during sunset are just breathtaking. The colors of the sky change from orange to pink and purple over the sea of clouds.
Breathtaking. That's another wonderful vocabulary word. It means so beautiful that it takes your breath away, or simply amazing. I love the Sunset Trail. It's a very romantic spot, honestly.
Totally. It's a great place to slow down. And speaking of slowing down, after the sunset, it's time for dinner. You're up in the mountains, so you have to try the local specialties. My top 2 recommendations are urn roasted chicken, which we call Wenzai or Yunnan Baiyi cuisine.
Oh my goodness, Yunnan Baiyi cuisine is delicious. For our listeners who don't know, Qingjing has a very unique history. Decades ago, soldiers and their families from the Yunnan region moved there, bringing their traditional recipes with them. So, you can get this amazing, sour, spicy, and deeply flavorful food right up in the Taiwanese mountains. It's incredible.
It really is. Now, after a hearty dinner, here is my most important piece of advice for day 1. Go to bed early. Seriously. Don't stay up late watching TV or scrolling on your phone. You need to save your strength and energy for day 2.
Oh yeah, you definitely need to sleep early because day 2 starts very early. We are talking about the middle of the night, right?
Exactly. Wake-up time is usually around 3 a.m. because by 3:30 or 4 a.m., you need to be on your way up to Hehuanshan for the sunrise. Now, you have 2 choices for transportation. You can drive yourself, or you can do what most people do and book the official Hehuanshan Sunrise bus. Locally, people call it the yellow minibus.
Oh, I always recommend the yellow minibus. Most B&Bs or homestays in Qingjing can easily help you book it in advance. Honestly, it has so many advantages. First, you don't have to worry about fatigue driving. Fatigue means being extremely tired. Driving up a dark, windy mountain road at 3:30 a.m. while you are sleepy can be quite dangerous.
Yes, absolutely. And second, parking at the top of the mountain is an absolute nightmare during sunrise hours. The parking lots at Wuling and Songxue Lodge are tiny. If you take the tour bus, the professional drivers handle all the traffic. They know the best secret spots, and you don't have to stress about finding a parking space. You can just relax and even take a nap on the way up.
That is a huge lifesaver, honestly. So, you arrive at the viewing spots like Wuling or near the Songxue Lodge just as the sky starts to lighten up, when the sun finally peeks over the ridge of the mountains. Oh man, it is an unforgettable moment. The light hits the peaks, and everything turns golden.
It truly is a spiritual experience. It makes waking up at 3 a.m. completely worth it. Once the sun is up and you've taken 100 photos, you don't want to just leave immediately. The weather in the morning is usually the clearest, so it's the perfect time for a short hike. You can try the Hehuanshan Main Peak Trail or Mount Hehuan Point, which is also called Jianshan. These are considered introductory trails.
Let's define introductory for our audience. An introductory trail means it is suitable for beginners. It's not too steep or dangerous, so you don't need to be a professional mountain climber to enjoy it. Anyone with basic fitness can do it, and you get to experience being surrounded by these massive, magnificent mountain peaks.
Yes, it feels like you're walking on top of the world. Then, around mid-morning, you head back down to your minsu, your homestay in Qingjing, to check out. You can grab a nice lunch, relax a bit, and then happily head down the mountain back home with a camera full of pictures and a mind full of memories.
That sounds like a flawless plan, Alex. Seriously, option A is beautiful. But what if someone wants to go during the winter specifically to see snow? You mentioned option B, the winter snow watching itinerary. How does that change things?
Right, option B. Now, listen carefully, everyone. If you are traveling between December and February hoping to see snow, a 2-day, 1-night trip is still totally possible, but you have to deal with a lot of uncertainty. Uncertainty means things that are not sure or predictable. The weather can change in a heartbeat, and the government enforces strict traffic controls on Highway 14, Alpha, which is the main road up.
Oh, yes. The traffic controls are very serious. During the snow season, the highway often implements what is called a precautionary night closure. Precautionary means done in advance to prevent harm or danger. So, they close the road from around 5 p.m. in the evening until 7 a.m. the next morning because the roads freeze over and become incredibly slippery and dangerous in the dark.
Exactly. And if there is already snow or ice on the road during the day, you can't just drive up normally. Your vehicle must be equipped with snow chains at specific checkpoints. If you don't have snow chains attached to your tires, the police will simply turn you around and won't let you pass.
Wow. So if you plan option B exactly like option A, meaning you stay in Qingjing on day 1 and try to go up to Hehuanshan on day 2 morning, you might get stuck if the road is closed until 7 a.m. or if there's a massive traffic jam at the snow chain checkpoint.
Bingo. That's why for option B, you need to be flexible and adjust your strategy. Here is my pro tip. On day 1, as you are driving up from the flatlands, keep a close eye on the live traffic reports. If the weather reports say it's currently snowing or there is fresh snow on the mountain, do not stop at Qingjing. Drive straight past Qingjing and head directly up to Hehuanshan first thing in the afternoon to enjoy the snow. Of course, make sure you check the traffic control announcements first.
Ah, that is brilliant. So you do the snow watching on the first afternoon while the roads are open. Then, before the 5 p.m. evening closure, you drive back down to Qingjing and check into your warm, cozy minsu.
Precisely. And then on day 2, you can sleep in a little bit, have a relaxed breakfast, and spend your morning enjoying Qingjing Farm and the sheep without any stress about road closures. It completely flips the schedule, but it saves you from a lot of potential disappointment.
I love that advice. It's all about adapting to nature. Now, whether our listeners choose option A for the sunrise or option B for the winter snow, we have a few very important travel tips and warnings that everyone must know before going.
Yes. Let's talk about safety and comfort. First up is altitude sickness prevention. Like we mentioned earlier, you are going from sea level to over 3,000 meters in a very short period. Some people might experience mild altitude sickness, which can cause symptoms like headaches, dizziness, or nausea.
Right. And that's actually another reason why staying one night at Qingjing is so helpful. Qingjing acts as a perfect middle ground. Staying there overnight allows your body to gradually adjust to the higher elevation before you push up to the 3,000-meter peaks of Hehuanshan the next day. It gives your body time to acclimatize.
Acclimatize. Ooh, look who's using the big vocabulary words now.
Haha. Hey, I have to keep up with you. Acclimatize means to get used to a new climate or conditions, like altitude.
Perfect definition. Tip number 2. Keeping warm. This is the mistake I see tourists make the most often. They look at the weather in Taipei or Taichung, see that it's 30 degrees Celsius, and they think, oh, it's summer. I'll just wear shorts and a t-shirt. Sophia, tell them why that's a bad idea.
Oh, please don't do that. Even in the middle of summer, the temperature on Hehuanshan at dawn can easily drop to single digits, like 5 to 8 degrees Celsius. And in the winter, it frequently drops below 0. If you are standing on a mountain peak at 4 a.m. waiting for the sun, with the wind blowing, you will freeze if you aren't prepared. You absolutely must bring a beanie or a woolen hat, warm gloves, a windproof and waterproof outer jacket, and thermals or heat tech underwear.
Yes, layering is your best friend. You can always take clothes off when the sun warms things up later, but you can't put on clothes you didn't bring. And our final tip, real-time road condition checks. Before you even start your car, you should check the official websites. The two best sources are the Directorate General of Highways Traffic Updates, or the Gonglu Fang Zhouzhai Jisen Sidong, the Highway Disaster Prevention Information System.
Yes, especially during the winter season or after heavy rains. Checking these websites ensures you won't end up driving all the way up the mountain only to find out the road is blocked. It keeps you safe and saves you from a ruined trip. As we say in English, you don't want to return in disappointment.
Exactly. Well, I think we have covered absolutely everything you need to know for an incredible 2-day, 1-night adventure to Qingjing and Hehuanshan. Whether you're chasing the golden sunrise or walking through a winter wonderland, it's going to be an unforgettable journey.
It really is. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode, everyone. We hope you learned some useful English vocabulary and got some great inspiration for your next trip in Taiwan.
Don't forget to practice the words we learned today, like herd, equestrian, breathtaking, and acclimatize. Until next time, I'm Alex.
And I'm Sophia. Happy traveling and happy learning. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.